for as late as possible. I think I've seen them playing before. I'm not sure if it's for Hero.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. I forgot to put our microphones and sound back on for the last couple of minutes.
Oh, okay.
Just saying, it might have happened.
Okay.
This is why I'm a professional, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not a professional.
It's okay.
So I think the summation was that Ophelia apparently can't be played by Hellborn team. Nymphora pick a little odd. Parasite ban expected thanks to his performance last game, which left Puppet Master open, which was then banned. And anything else?
Gauntlet first pick.
Gauntlet first pick, yes, key. Gauntlet first pick, very important. I don't know, why would you even first pick that hero? Out of all the heroes on the board, Rhapsody is available, and
maybe their one player can only play Gauntlet, and that's their reasoning.
Okay.
Like maybe he's the Gauntlet we've all been waiting for.
Yeah.
Root has the experience playing with such players.
Yeah.
He knows what I'm talking about. That's the funniest. Bubbles is open.
Yeah, I still was Rhapsody banned last game? I'm just noticing that right now. But
no, I don't think she was. No.
Why the hell wouldn't you pick Rhapsody?
Maybe it just doesn't fit the team styles. Even though Rhapsody fits pretty much any team nowadays.
Like, I'm not sure if there's any lineup where it doesn't work, but okay.
You don't play Rhapsody.
There it is. There's the ban.
The ban.
I'm a genius. So likely looking for I guess for a short laner here on Legion's side. I think Drunken's gonna go short, or yep, there you go. Never mind.
Oh god, that's a pretty. Oh. You wanna wait for last pick if you are planning to pick Doctor against this team, because they have 2 solos. Gauntlet can be played in the Shrine. My point is they don't have a jungler, means they're gonna have 2 supports, which means they can easily turn in. If they man up against Doctor is dead.
I could still run the jungler.
There's a second support, yeah.
No,
they pick Glacius, which is pretty damn good against Doctor. Pretty bad against Drunken. Yeah. Thinking about other options, I think Glacius was the best, probably. You don't like Luna.
I'm not a fan of Glacius personally, but hey.
Swift is still open, by the way.
That's a good point
Swift
too. Jesus.
Also.
Pharaoh is really good in the team overall, like synergy-wise.
I hate that.
They have really big lanes.
Alright, I hate that so much.
They just threw the game.
Yep.
All they had to do is man up. And now they pick.
I casted a game with a Suicide Solomon, which I think was the dumbest thing I've seen in maybe ever.
Was it Twisted Fusion?
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was them.
Nice guess, Rob.
You know themes.
Is there let me put this out there. Is there any situation where a Solomon pick is a good one?
Yep.
There are situations.
Okay.
Yes.
That's surprising to me.
This is almost a good situation, but it's not really. If they had something else than Doctor, like if they had a Hammerstorm short lane, which you don't want to man up against, and you want to pick a greedy carry, and you know that enemy is not manning up, then you can summon. Yes, I'm not sure how strong the hero is overall. It's not really weak, that's for sure.
I mean,
but,
we've seen it like once or twice since he got the rework, and I think the only game I really remember was where who went 800 GPM or something like that. It might have been Nox, went 800 plus GPM and lost because that's what that hero does.
It was Marcus Moy playing against us.
There you go.
I think we won early game pretty hard and we threw it, and then we came back.
That memory, man.
Yeah,
we had okay. Do I call the heroes? We had Moon Queen, we had Magnus, we had Bensington, we had. I don't remember what hero I played. I think I played Torture. It's a pretty safe guess. And root hero was Magnus. Yeah, pulling jungle.
And initiation
Meteor.
gonna be right here. Doctor is in a lot of trouble. Nice stun there from Nymphora. It's not gonna matter. Wall goes
Wait,
out.
maybe they saw the Salmon top?
One more auto attack.
Oh, he's not. Oh, he
Oh
did
my
it.
god.
Okay.
There it is. Okay. And wow, humiliation too. Don't see that too often.
I don't know why they pick Salmon if he... Like, why don't you just pick Windy?
Sure, yeah, that would make sense.
For example, like Salmon makes no sense against this kind of line.
Vindicator, instant Tempest
let's
ultimate
see.
cancel. There you go.
Let's see, not just Tempest, like it's good against Doctor. Let's see what else. Like,
Blood Hunter again.
yeah, why not?
Like
Electrician.
Swiftblade.
Swift Manual is not. It can work. It can work.
I mean, at the very least, it would have given you.
And they are not
a lot
letting
more.
up. Okay, now it makes sense. It's still bad though.
Oh, Kraken
Kraken
suicide. I don't
He
like
has
it.
no mana. And he has Q first.
Oh, he's
he
got a
did
bottle.
get Bloodlust, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that's good.
But he still needs. He got 2. Fine.
He has no buckler.
Now he's not gonna die because they have Nymphora.
Yeah. Dual mid against Drunken. It's decent. I think Gauntlet free farm is not as good. But,
I think. I don't know, letting him get that portal key relatively early, if that's what he's going
Yeah,
for, and that's what he went for last game. Although Drunken could be in some trouble here
Same.
now. He will be.
I'm just saying they first pick Gauntlet,
Yeah.
and now force the dual mid, and it could be a Pebbles farming his PK
Right.
for free. Instead of
Why did they
Gauntlet.
first pick Solomon?
Uh,
I don't
first
know.
picking South is almost as bad as first picking Nymphora.
I think first pick Solomon would work really well. Nobody's expecting it. Throws you right off. What do you do?
I don't know how to.
I wouldn't know how to counter that. I don't think anybody does.
I mean, if it's Swiss extrusion, maybe. But we had the discussion about Salmon with Truth before. We think the hero has one really good spell, and then 2 really shit spells.
Yeah.
And then a spell that does nothing again.
That's how has to balance out the hero. Because his farming spell is OP. But his Q is pretty bad.
He does nothing in fight without
Yeah.
ulti.
I mean,
And
it's
the
impressive.
ulti is 150 seconds.
It's
every-
impressive how
mid-game.
fast he farms. Oh, snap.
Gracious indeed.
It's impressive how fast he
no.
farms. The issue is
No,
he just doesn't do anything unless he gets to like 850 gold per minute. Now he's in trouble. There's the hook back, and Drunken Master gonna die. Am I behind again?
A little bit. I'm pausing for a few seconds.
40, 41. I'm going by in-game. 43, no, 43, 44, 45.
I'm back now.
Okay. I
Is
think
the
it
in-game
might be
or,
the
in-game
initial
or
load.
Yeah. In-game timer, yeah.
Okay, then it's good for me.
It might be the initial load that's fucking with me, but oh well.
I just wanna point it out that they had the top reward. So Drunken knew that Glacius is invis, and he was on the lane casually sitting with half HP. Yeah, that's bad.
This Tempest is once again not farming that fast.
250
It's faster than last game for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay,
Bottom lane, Kraken gets me in trouble
But,
here,
yeah,
and he's gonna
that's-
charge away, but he's gonna run right into Tempest. Glacial Blasts are there, but it doesn't matter. He's not gonna go for it.
wasn't that good, actually. Let's see. He drags the catapult, which is really impressive. They lost lane control.
They had lost it anyways, actually. So.
Okay. The Inferno needs to stack pool. I hope Tempest doesn't farm it, but Tempest is gonna farm, gonna bet.
Mm. He's running
He's
bottom
nuts.
rune.
What a player. Okay,
He's deciding something.
he could stack the pool
They're
campaign.
going on Kraken, but he has a health potion and still charge.
And pull back in here, but he's gonna be fine.
Okay, I wanna say that Legion draft is really risky. I don't wanna say bad, because it can definitely work out. But it needs, I don't know, like it's not good, but since the way Harbon drafted, it became really good.
Yeah.
So I just wanna say that they wouldn't have. I don't know.
When your opponent picks a Solomon, it makes your draft a lot better,
Is-
I think. conclusion.
Doctor just bought Alchemist Bones?
Yeah.
Really?
The Recipe? Okay.
I love it.
Bad. Yeah.
I love it actually.
Minutes, and actually Kraken can be in some trouble here, and that's gonna.
He's gonna have it now.
Wow.
He has one glove already as well, right? That's his glove. I can't tell because of. Yeah, he has it. It's going back. So it's his, he has it.
Bots are playing.
That's a 5 minute.
Yeah.
Alchemist bones.
Need to check the IP.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
I mean, this is the perfect game to get that. Because he's
when you're going against
getting
Salomon.
set by. Yeah, exactly.
I think Gauntlet Freeform is a bit scary. Early PK to Airborne's Doctor, but it can work out. They don't really have anything to help the Gauntlet. I guess
Ro is wasting 3 heroes' time. And yeah.
Tempest is okay, farm should have higher GPM, but it's really good if you compare it to Tempest or whatever.
Second support, yeah. But you do lose out on mid lane because of this, obviously.
And usually when we see a jungle versus dual support lineup, it's a little bit more experience in favor of the team that runs the jungler. Not so much in this case, which I think is a little interesting. And
it's mainly because the Kraken didn't get boxed out a lot bottom. So he has higher level than Fetch.
And they have Bloodlust plus
that's true. Yeah, Bloodlust probably helps a lot.
I just must plus Salomon gets GPM bonus.
But that's not XP.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're not XP, sure.
God.
I just will say that if you block Tempest camps and you stack your own jungle and you clear it, it's gonna be pretty close XP wise. So there's a way of playing against jungler.
Tempest blocking camps suffer so hard. I'm a friggin' terrible player, as in 1600 terrible. But I remember one game, maybe a month or two ago, I was playing support against the Tempest, and I bought all 4 wards right off the bat, blocked 4 camps, and my entire team, because their 1600s, were like, what the hell are you doing? You wasted all your gold, you blocked these camps, it's not going to do anything against the Tempest. And I'm like, just watch, and then we won the game in 15 minutes, and Tempest had like 200 GPM. Which is, okay, not even that much, but...
But that's also because the Tempest probably didn't unblock his camps.
No, he didn't, because, again, 1600s, which is the advantage I had, but...
I did the same buying a TP, level 1.
Yeah.
It was really great.
Did you ask for all my regen afterwards?
Yeah, I just TP'd and rushed enemy jungle. It's really fun.
And Pharaoh's in trouble. Salomon gonna drop the ultimate, but the Mummy Wall's not gonna do too much. Last auto attack there will finish him off. Mini Beaver getting the kill. Very important.
And now Salomon is useless for another 150 seconds.
Yeah.
It's interesting that Mini Beaver plays the Salomon here and Algae plays the Gauntlet.
Was it the other way around last game?
Yeah, Algae is the carry player, Mini Beaver plays the Gauntlet. Or the jungler, I can't remember.
Interesting, yeah.
Early push to on bottom lane from Tempest, I really like that. We don't see it nearly enough. A lot of Tempests nowadays seem to just kind of sit in the woods for too long. They don't really use their elementals to try to take towers, but things changing a little bit here.
Drunken Master is surprisingly good for me.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, surprisingly, yes, Drunken is decent for me too.
Oh, and a 1v2, and considering he died, 270 GPM is probably a little bit higher than one might expect.
He has been killing small camp a lot, I've noticed.
Yeah. Looks like Tempest will continue to sit bottom lane. Perhaps looking to take this tier 2, which would be quite impressive.
I mean, if you don't get it on the first push, I don't think you should continue like this.
Yeah, play's just gonna rotate, and they're not gonna let this happen.
They could set up a kill on Doctor here with a freeze.
They need to get TP. Salomon needs to get a TP. He has ulted down though. So.
Nope.
Gone at TPing.
There it is. Freeze not gonna be there, and he's just fine.
Gone at cancel TP. Okay,
honestly, I'm
this
not
is
sure
when
if, sorry, go ahead.
Well, Pharaoh is just gonna die. But this is when you TP top. Ghana just wasted TP. So if you TP top and gank Salomon, you can't really counter gank because TPs are down. Although Doctor has no items yet, like real items, so he can't do anything. But yeah, top gank would have been great. Also, I don't want to talk too much, but Ring of Sorcery and Tempest is okay. People would flame me, but since they have an Nymphora, they can go for something else. Don't really need the ring, but it's never bad. I just want to say that it's a mainstream way of building the Tempest, but there are other ways.
Especially in a lineup like this too, you've got some pretty heavy mana users. And 2 in Pharaoh and Drunken Master don't necessarily have the best mana pool or the best mana regen, so in team fights
but
having that sort of thing. Yeah, I mean they do have Nymphora, but she can't use that on every single hero.
That's true. I don't know. Bot tower, I don't know.
I don't know. I played a lot of Nymphora and had like 3-4 people at the same time during a push. Mana me, mana me, mana me. I'm like, dude, it's got a cooldown and it only works in one hero. There's only so much I can do. So I feel like the Ring of Sorcery is going to be really helpful there, and going to be an initiation.
This is a good jump.
And Kraken, a lot of trouble, charged out, but he's still going to die. Release the Kraken gets dropped, not going to matter. 5 heroes, excuse me, are there.
Tempest forced the cancel on a bunch of CPs on tower by using his ulti, but yeah. Now it's on cooldown, unfortunately for them.
Cleaver picked up by Solomon, so no surprise, he's going the farm route.
He just got triple stacks in his jungle as well. Well, on the left side at least.
So he's up to 550 GPM, and that'll probably go a lot higher pretty soon. We'll see what he can do. I think the last time I saw the Solomon, he picked up a 27-minute mock, something like that. It was good.
I think that's a bit late actually. For that
No,
hero.
I'm completely kidding. I totally mocked him for it. I might be bad, but I'm not that bad.
Just remember something. Salmon usually play 4 protects 1. That's what they're trying to do basically here.
Yeah.
And you said you don't see Salmon winning. I think 4 protect 1 is probably one of the hardest playstyle you can play.
And there's going to be initiation here at Gauntlet. Glacial Blast on top of the Drunken Master stun. He's going to be in some trouble. Gets pulled back in by Repulsor and the Wrath of the Pharaoh. Probably not necessary to use all of that, but security kill.
When Agbon's Doctor can get kills, it's not that good.
Yeah.
Also Gauntlet did have a haste and bottle, so they just wanted to make sure he died.
That's a very good point. See, that's why I have these people around, because they notice stuff like that. Good job.
But yeah, basically, get to my point. 4 protect 1 is really hard to play. So
it's especially hard for the 4 people protecting the carry.
Yeah,
because the carry is soaking up all the farm, but he's not joining them in fights.
Yeah.
Shout out to bots. Yeah. So unless they can play it really well, it's really risky to play like this.
And I feel like all of the heroes that you want to run as a 4 protect 1 is Solomon really the guy that's gonna.
You want to have a mid-game oriented lineup where you can use a lot of items on one hero.
Yeah.
So if you remember like old Armadon days,
I remember
where Armadon
well.
where they would enter base at like 20 minutes with Armadon having like 3,000
Gauntlet. Drunken
HP.
Master gonna fall here near their Ancients as he's trying to do double stacks.
I think people used to pick Armadon with other tanks. I remember seeing Armadon and Zephyr in the same team.
Yes, but the idea is you want to win mid game, not late game, and that's what you should do with Solomon. You should aim to win at that speed.
Yeah. Solomon is basically a hero who wants to get 6 items about 30 minutes in, and then end the game. So
he's well on his way here. 660 gold per minute now. Abyssal Skull on top of the cleave.
But he probably needs to join his team a bit more than he has been.
Yeah, and he's doing that right now. Pharaoh gonna be in a lot of trouble. Wrath of the Pharaoh's there and the Mummy Walls. That's gonna push Solomon back, and he might.
They won't get the kill because it's Solomon.
Yep.
And he didn't have mana for ulti, and then.
It's just the freeze, but he won't be done right. So yeah.
I really don't like Solomon. I keep coming back to that. It doesn't seem like a hero that's viable.
It is viable, trust me. It is viable, but this game it was pretty bad. And most games it's pretty bad. That's my. I think that's the reason why it seems bad, because most games.
Doctor, and he's gonna get crushed.
So, Doctor went Alchemist Bones, and now he picked up the Light Brand, which is way too slow for this game, I think.
At least we can confirm it's not bots who are playing that. We'll go for Nullstone.
Final lane Kraken getting a release the Kraken on Drunken Master, but that's probably not going to save him as he's going to get stunned back in by DM. And the Zeal stun not going to connect, doesn't matter though. The Vision picks up the last hit on that Tempest.
What you go for? What would you go for it?
On Doctor?
Hellflower?
I think Hellflower, but I could also see.
I could see Nullstone.
Nullstone would be.
Like if he wants to farm and wants like a farming item, Nullstone is much better than Lightbrand.
Yes, but once again, it's a Salomon on the enemy team, so you just want items that,
I know.
Makes Salomon 700 GPM useless, I think.
Guess what happened? I crashed. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Out, yeah.
I know what's gonna happen because, you know, it is. I'm gonna tell you. They're gonna push down towers and they're gonna win.
Oh.
Isn't that what
Pharaoh
happens
mistook.
every game?
There's a Nephora TP top into...
and it's just her too, which... Oh, wall misses, so... She's gonna be fine.
She was with the Drunken bottom, but the Drunken TP to the tower.
Anyway, Pharaoh gonna meet him on the walls here, and he will get caught as Salomon drops the ulti. Empath is inside of him. Off to the side here, Drunken Master also getting caught by Gauntlet.
Ooh.
But here comes Tempest with a nice ultimate, gonna catch two heroes, and they're gonna try to turn this around. Zeal stun hits both, of course, pretty easy. ALG the first one to fall on that Gauntlet, and we'll see if Salomon can get out of this. Nope, and he's also gonna die, and there goes Empath, because that's what happens when you're Empath, and the person that you're in dies, you die too. Kraken gonna charge away, but he might actually not live here because Tempest's available and he's got the Glacial Blast right there. That's gonna be another kill onto Kraken. So all of a sudden, 4 hero kills coming out for the Legion side as they take a very, very positive team fight. Now they're gonna turn this into a power push.
Did Salomon use ulti?
Yeah.
Yes, and he did get a kill on Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's not
Tempest actually picked up a PK, and for once in, I don't know, 100 games of PK Tempest, it actually did something.
Indeed.
The Legion have destroyed a Hellborn tower.
Well, they have 2 more minutes or 3. I don't know, Salomon ulti. But basically, Salomon is useless for a long time.
That's the thing we haven't really talked about either is Salomon versus Tempest. If Tempest's ultimate doesn't get stopped, and Salomon sits in it for 4 seconds,
he's also useless.
Right, like, I mean, this Hellborn team is just dead. Like, if they get a Tempest ultimate on the Salomon, that's just a one fight for them. Wrath of Pharaoh there, and it's not going to stop this Pharaoh from dying, but that's the only one that will die.
If you get 2 Tempest Hole cancelers, and you can't cancel a Tempest Hole, you deserve to lose.
Yeah,
so.
That's probably true, too.
What time are you at?
At
17 minutes, yeah. So we'll hit 17 in a couple of seconds. 17... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Okay. 4 here's gonna push top tower. And that should be pretty easily taken down, as the Legion won't provide any sort of defense.
The Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
Meanwhile, they're counter pushing bottom a little bit too, taking some damage to that tier 3 in the bottom lane.
Salmon is one of those heroes which make you seem really good, but it's really easy to play the hero.
Yeah, 700 GPM, not that impressive on that hero.
Well, it's fun to play. Probably.
You buy all these big items,
yeah,
and then you lose the game.
I don't think I've ever had.
Oh, that was a good
GPM.
Holding on bottom.
Bottom lane, Kraken gonna get caught here, and that will be a kill. M4 porting in essentially for no reason, but could have mattered. And double stacked Ancients here going to be spotted out by Drunken Master. He looks like he's going to try to take those. And here comes Doctor as well. Going to help him clean those up.
Infora Doctor is so strong. It's Pharaoh especially. This goes back to not manning up against that lane, because if Doctor and Infora has a free farm lane, it's yeah.
And that's something
almost
you can see what it does.
That's something too that I noticed I think last weekend. Suicide Kraken has really, really poor numbers. What do you guys think about that? Is that just a coincidence, or is it an issue with that hero?
it's really easy to keep out of lane. Like even when we're pulling jungle, we can easily keep it out of XP range, which is something we usually can't do.
Yeah.
It's noting.
Suicide Kraken.
I mean, first of all, we don't run it ever either.
Yeah.
There's a reason.
Not too many teams seem to anymore. It used to be relatively popular, and now it's not. Tempest up top, and get caught up by Gauntlet with the double damage rune, and here's some Solomon as well. Infernalist ability gonna help get that kill.
I might be completely wrong. I feel like Kraken was picked a lot when Tempest was picked a lot.
Yeah.
Because those two heroes are really good together, obviously. Kraken can fit the ganking lineup too, but you know, I think hero is best.
Then you need more farm in it. It doesn't work in the suicide thing, yeah.
Jump by Glacius in the middle lane.
Now that we see Tempest coming back, we might see Kraken coming back. It was like I think a few months ago, way more people did 1v1s in the short lane, so Kraken was also good there.
And we're seeing a lot more man-up dual lanes as well. Something we almost never saw before, but seems to be relatively popular.
Against dual lanes, not good. 1v1, it's decent. Yeah.
So,
but that's one reason why I don't want to first pick it.
560 GPM on this Repulsor, and that should continue to go up as he's got the Alchemist Bones and Grimoire of Power. Two strong farming items. Meanwhile, Kraken getting caught once again by Doctor, but he's now out of mana, and that's going to be an easy charge away. Drunken coming in, going to try to clean up this kill. Empath inside there actually will get the kill. Release the Kraken comes out first, though, but a hasted Drunken Master means that's just fine. Zeal's on in the background. Meanwhile, Gauntlet's here trying to pick off Repulsor. That's not going to end particularly well for him, as Gauntlet all of a sudden in a lot of trouble. And Import coming in here too, but that's not.
He's going to bring Tempest.
Question is, did he catch anybody? It doesn't look like it. Nope, Wrath of Fair off the side. Didn't connect. That was so close. I thought it hit him. Almost got the empath there. Not quite, but now that they've got a couple of kills, looks like they're going to try to push a tower here. And there's the initiation from Tempest onto Glacius. That'll be another kill. So this tier 3 now going to be in a lot of danger here. Probably will fall unless we see some buybacks, I think.
Solomon's pushing top, not able to help his team with his 850 GPM.
This is a bad example.
This is a really bad example of Solomon, yeah.
No,
Right.
of for Protectron as well.
Yeah, I guess.
I
mean, the lineup is okay for it because they have ultis that do a lot of team fights, but yeah.
This is a bad example of Solomon sort of redundant?
Well, it's a good example of when you don't want to have Solomon on your team as that carry that you're gonna rely on.
Yeah, but I feel like Solomon games are good examples of games where you don't want to have Solomon on your team.
Oh, okay, well,
I'm sorry.
Oh no. If you look at the other side, there is a Doctor, and he's already been part of 12 kills, and he's also almost 600 GPM, and every item on him is so much more worth it than having it on Solomon.
Yeah.
Like, Solomon's gonna pick up a 5k item, and it's not even gonna matter more than his...
I think Doctor's item choices are pretty bad, but...
Yes, they are also pretty bad on Doctor. His item choices, yeah.
Another thing I'm noticing, too, is Tempest is going for the buff build here, with the PK into Shrunken Head. Seems kind of silly considering they ever released the Kraken on the other side, but...
At least he upgraded his red boots.
Yeah, that's helpful.
PK is also good for ganking.
That's true.
They have Doctor and Pharaoh
jumping going down as well. And Solomon and Gauntlet are working on it primarily. It's actually dying fairly fast. And it doesn't look like Legion have any idea of what's going on. They've got a ward up here over the hill, but none near the pit. There's a rocket, so they're going to spot this out, but I'm not sure if they're going to get here before they can do anything. Nope. And Solomon will pick a token up. Is that actually helpful? Good? Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that. He's got a Resto Stone for his ulti, which is nice.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
But it's a usual build.
Yeah.
Some people even get it as the first item, so they can kill really easily with their ultimates. Yeah, I mean, he really needs to get something done with his team now, and he finally left. farming top.
So almost 25 minutes in here. Looks like they're finally to take the tier 1 tower on bottom. Mid lane tier 1 is still up. They have taken both lanes. They're both towers in the top lane. But
the Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
This is a little bit bad when it comes to the pushing that's been done so far. And I think expanding on the point earlier, the Token of Life on Salomon, is that what you would have done? Because it seems to me like it's just not going to really do very much. By the time it gets used, he's probably going to be out of abilities.
Yes, probably he's going to be out of abilities, but in the rare case that they all die and then Tempest Ultimate's hold like alone, then he might actually have a chance of actually doing something after the hole now with the token. And since it is the 4 Protect 1, they really need to have him be able to do something in fights. So I guess it's the only choice they have in this game.
The Legion have destroyed a Hellborn tower.
A little backdoor there from the Legion side as they finish off that tier 3 tower and force a whole bunch of teleports. Initiation there by Gauntlet, but Doctor's going to run away. Nice hook back onto Pharaoh, and he might be in some trouble. Gets Talboted away. And we'll drop the Mummy Walls here. But Salomon has the ulti, and Pharaoh definitely going to fall. The rest of the Legion side will back off either via teleport or their various escape mechanisms, and that should be the end of that fight. So Solomon's ulti going to be down here, and he can refresh it, of course, with his Resto Stone, but that's probably not what he's going to do because it would put a pretty significant item on cooldown. And tier 1 tower will fall as well.
The Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
So Portal Key picked up on Kraken as well as Gauntlet. Gauntlet has a shrunken head, which is going to help him out a bit, I guess. Their magic damage on the Legion side isn't that ridiculous. And the lockdown isn't horrible either.
No, I don't
like
Shrunken.
That Shrunken is going to help you with too much, so.
The Hellborn have
Tablet on
destroyed a Legion
Empath Powder
tower.
is really good.
Yeah.
They really need team items. I think Stone Spirit could be great. Grid is not
Astrolabe,
great.
perhaps?
No,
Late for it,
it's
but
too late. It's too late for Astro. Or I mean on Gauntlet.
Shrunken
The
can jump
Hellborn
in
have
here.
destroyed a Legion
Looks like he wants to go for
tower.
that Gauntlet Meteor. Wrath of Pharaoh actually misses, but there's a pretty good hole right there. Yep,
Oh,
saw that coming.
no.
5-man God Hole. Thank you, Portal Key. That's going to be an entire cleanup on the Hellborn side. Everything is dead now, except for Salomon, who comes back with the Token of Life, activates his ultimate. Going to try to get a couple of kills here, but he's getting locked down pretty heavily. Pharaoh's in trouble. He will fall. That ends up being just the one. Salomon also going to be able to take out, again, on that Drunken Master, and gets a hat trick. The issue is he has no token now. He's got no ultimate, either be the Resto Stone or his natural abilities. And Dr. Repulsor is back up, and that's going to be that on Salomon. So, important buyback there, because Salomon probably could have taken those racks by himself, but ends up being a genocide in favor of a Legion team. And
You have 2 Tempest Cancellers.
They both stand inside Tempest ulti.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Kraken actually walked into it.
And that's the only situation where having token on Salomon was good.
Yeah, pretty much. So they had to misplay pretty horribly for that, but it ended up being actually a benefit, thanks to the token. And without the Doctor buyback, I imagine that Salomon would have at least taken the racks and might have gotten a couple kills as well.
What's really important here for Legion is to force buybacks on Salomon now.
And they're going to get none, but they do pick off Mega Beaver on the side, and Doctor falls for that, so that wasn't a great decision.
Nope.
Was there X? Both sides. Never mind.
Oh well. But game relatively even in terms of gold right now. Slight advantage for the Hellborn side. The experience is a bit of a different story as they have a 10k lead up on the Legion team. And no huge surprise there as they have a Tempest, and you typically do see jungle versus dual support strats end up with a experience advantage on the team that runs a jungler.
Problem is that Salmon gets maxed soon.
Yeah.
And they have 5 useful heroes on
So
Legion.
yeah, also they're up by 1k gold, but they have almost 1k gold per minute on Salomon.
Yeah.
So all the gold
950
lead is
GPM.
on him, and a lot more.
Looks like he's going to be going for a Behemoth's Heart here as he's picked up the Axe of the Malphite on top of a Post Haste.
I hope he goes for a big lifesteal. Symbol of Rage, I think it's called. Yeah.
He's already got Dawnbringer though, so he'd have to toggle. Unless he
Yeah,
he's
but if you activate it, you
deactivatable.
can keep both of them
Yeah.
going. It was hard though.
I think Empath should go for a pistol.
I think he's feeling like... Oh, he's got the Abyssal Skull anyway, so he doesn't need...
No,
I think
he should sell it soon.
Yeah.
Is what we are
like
saying.
Salmon is maxed soon. He needs to sell Abyssal for his next time.
I feel like the Behemoth Sword is coming in pretty much entirely in the case that he gets caught by Tempest once again, because now he doesn't have a token. So, the ultimate...
I think I would have liked the Soul Curious much more. The Mighty Breastplate.
Looks like Kraken's building that. He's got a Soul's Bulwark.
Oh, he has?
Yeah.
Oh.
And Path comes inside Solomon here, and the Wrath of Fair are going to come in as well. No Walls are finally up there. In the background, it's like Gauntlet, actually nice ultimate, going to get a couple heroes there, and it will actually catch Solomon at the end. Going to be 2 dead right off the bat. He will also... Oh, nope. Sorry, that came out of his ultimate. That was what happened there. And he's still got Empath inside of him. But will he be able to get any kills without that ulti form? Doesn't look like it. Shrunken Master going to help chase them off a little bit. Tempest going to portal key back in here, and Empath and Solomon a little too fast, but Kraken might get caught. He has a portal key available. And for some reason,
Someone has Rested Stone.
There you go, Rested Stone. And that's going to be the turnaround. Here comes Doctor from the side for a port. Yeah. And we'll see Kraken barely alive, and they will just clean up.
Yeah. I mean, the Kraken had a bit of a misplay there, double tapping his PK when he needed to cancel Tempest ulti.
It's really cool.
Back in here for Doctor once again as he buys back. Doesn't quite kill the Empath or the Kraken, but looks like Salomon will fall here. That's obviously the most important target. Viewer is dead, and they're actually still alive. But cost them a bunch of buybacks there, as looks like Pharaoh, Doctor, and Tempest all bought out.
Yeah, and why I was like scuffling a bit about Kraken's Soul's Bulwark is because he's never gonna finish it in time for them to go into base, which is yeah, and also he's not sitting in base with the minus armor on buildings either.
Yeah. Well, Doctors have to buybacks.
So if
they will finally force one on Solomon here, I think.
They pushed down
middle,
without
ultimates, I think.
Going to turn their attention to bottom instead. Of course, they have the tier 3 tower down there, a little bit easier to take racks. And Solomon does have a buyback, but he's not using it quite yet. Got to imagine it's going to happen here. Initiation, finally he does use it, but the release of Kraken catches 4 heroes there. 3 heroes, looks like. Hard to tell. Glacier's going to put the Glacial Downpour right in the middle of everything. Actually, pretty good damage coming out there. Pulse going to have to run away. He's going to be okay. Has to be a little conservative, of course, because he does not have a buyback yet. And the rest of the Legion side will be able to get out of there without too much else getting done. So Pharaoh takes the death, but they do force the buyback out of Salomon, which is pretty critical, of course. And he will continue farming. Let's see if he can get 1,000 GPM.
He's gonna need the Annihilation to hit that now, I think. It's really hard to keep up, even with his passive, this high amount of GPM. So Congo should be up soon as well. Shouldn't be too long.
You like have flower on Doctor?
I mean, he needs these kind of items. I think I would have liked sheep more.
Yeah.
To begin with. It's more reliable. Like he doesn't move around. Yeah, they have a lot of lockdown in the Pharaoh mummy walls and etc.
What about Frostfield?
Frostfield would have been fine, but I think that should be an item after a CC item. Like he could go Frostfield now, and that would be much better, I think.
I think they're just focused on locking out of Solomon. If they can prevent him from using his ulti and or his Resto Stone, then that's going to be a lot easier to deal with.
And maybe he saw the Health Flower, and that's
why
he picked up a Shrunken
here.
now.
Empath going to get caught by a few heroes.
He did pick up a Shrunken on Solomon.
You can't use the Shrunken in your right?
I believe you can, yes.
You can?
Yeah. I have not played the hero enough to know this kind of stuff, though.
Okay. That is good.
Yeah. So, top lane push can be coming in here from the Legion side, as they are all grouping up. Solomon is in base, but in the meantime, they're counter-pushing middle.
His teammates.
Yeah, so they're going to get some free racks. And now they're going to
probably it's funny because it's the 2 initiators back to ring. But it should be at least one staying and setting up with that.
If the Legion back off now, they lost a lot during this. I think they need to get racks on this push. Because now bottom is also pushing in, and they have Solomon post haste if they lose a fight here.
And resist. You can post haste and resist out.
So that was a pretty serious error.
Yeah. I mean, the fight is dangerous because of the post haste on Solomon. And you always have to expect Solomon to have a buyback because of how he farms.
And there they go for Congar once again, although Ward of Sight here going to spot this out so Legion know exactly what's happening right now. I have to imagine they're going to stop this. They cannot let this keep going.
Third time. Is Tempest going to be cancelled?
Kraken, he's in position, man. He's going to do it. He's not going to double tap that PK for sure.
Haste turn on bottom and he picked up by Drunken Master. And that could make a pretty significant difference too. There we go, Drunken coming in there with the Drunken head, and they're going to try to lock down Solomon first, and here's the first one. Even before the ultimate, release the Kraken gets dropped there, and it's not going to stop the Tempest ultimate. Man, that took forever. Solomon coming right back up with his second ulti though, and that will be the first kill onto Tempest. First doesn't matter, he already used his ultimate, so he can just die. Pharaoh getting caught by the rolling walls. He will be the second one to die. ALG in the gauntlet in the meantime in the background will fall as well. There goes Kraken. Looks like we got 3 heroes up on each side. Solomon with his shrunken head, and he's trying to live here. That's not going to happen. Uh-oh. Dr. Repulsor does die. He does not have a buyback. That's pretty significant. Important help with shot Empath. And Glacius, the only one still alive, except for Gauntlet, who did buy back. And here he comes. Nice tablet forward. Will stop the hook. Looks like the Legion side are going to stop. Nope. Man, that Glacius dies quick. And he will also fall. So it ends up being a 4 for, or actually a genocide technically for the Legion side because Gauntlet did buy out.
Destroyed a Hellborn tower.
They get a free tower on top.
Very indecisive Gauntlet there after the buy.
Yeah. He's not a man.
He could have easily gotten the Drunken Master there, I think.
Yeah. Get PK cooldown.
Nah, I don't know. I think he should have had that kill.
Certainly didn't seem to get too much out of that buyback.
No.
Sound activated Shrunken after ulti went off, I think.
I think you need to activate the... I was looking at him at the fight. I think you have to activate the Shrunken before you ulti. They keep the invulnerability. But if you ulti, you can activate it, apparently. That's what they look like.
Not sure.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not crazy, right? That Tempest Ultimate didn't get cancelled by the release. I think
like it went all 4 seconds.
Yeah, it felt like it was really, really long.
I mean, it could have been the Kraken. Like the Kraken Ultimate also has a bit of time before it activates.
Right.
But it didn't get cancelled as fast as it should have.
Yeah,
for sure. Maybe they want to start keeping Gauntlet out instead of Kraken, because Gauntlet is a much faster and more reliable way of shutting it down.
Legion side also notable, taking a gold lead for the first time in a while. Actually, yep, top lane. Sorry, missing that. Gauntlet gonna get dropped. That's gonna be pretty easy kill there, and ALG does not have a buyback, so they're gonna try to take bot Rax here. And
what did Doctor buy?
It's on the courier, probably. It's Nullstone.
Oh,
a Hellborn barracks has been destroyed.
Bot Rax actually does die, as Drunken's just sitting in the base and killing stuff. Hellborn doesn't seem to be interested in stopping him from doing that. So free Rax on bottom.
It was a good jump. They want to go on the hero that bought back last time. So
yeah,
that was really good.
Well, there's a ward of sight right there, so they know exactly what's going to happen.
They should ward mid. They should ward mid.
But
they rocketed. They rocketed.
So they see it coming in, but it's actually they might be able to kill us before they can do too much. Nice Zeal stun from Nymphora in the background. And the Wrath of the Pharaoh continuing to stop Solomon. Gets pushed book forward, but that's not going to be enough time to stop the kill on Kongor. Solomon getting knocked down pretty heavily here. Finally activates the ultimate. I believe he is immune right there. And there goes the token on Doctor. Glacius falling right off the bat easily as well. Solomon getting kicked out of the ultimate also. And he's in a lot of trouble. There's the death right again. And everybody's getting cleaned up on Hellborn's side. Gauntlet coming back up. But that's not going to matter too much.
What happened with Tempest, Doty?
He cancelled it himself.
Yeah.
Also, the Kraken was way too late. I think he didn't notice the Tempest ultimate getting cancelled. He had such a huge chance of getting so many people around his Solomon there.
So
Solomon using his last,
and that's completely necessary because that might have been game if he didn't.
They're gonna steal tracks. So they're gonna get tracks.
Yeah. Can they do anything is the question. Solomon gonna jump once again. Hook back onto Dr. Repulsor. Obviously doesn't have a token anymore, but he's jumping around. He should be mostly okay here. Nullstone cancels that gush, and that's gonna be a kill on Solomon. He's got no buyback. Uh-oh. To the side here, Gauntlet gonna need a jump on Drunken Master once again. Push the butt back, and he will fall. So does Side Cash on that Kraken. Glacius the only one alive. Empath gonna come back and up in a few seconds, but game.
That's game, yeah.
Has been destroyed.
And there's a CC. So, game 2. Gonna go to Vodkagaming. Well done to them, and also well done to them to convince their opponents to pick a Solomon.
The greed prevails.
Yeah.
For sure.
I feel like that doctor was like, I can go for ridiculously greedy items, I can farm like crazy because this Solomon is going to do the same thing, and I'm going to come out ahead because his items are mostly useless. Anyway, any final thoughts,
the hero
you
is
guys?
more useless than items.
Yeah, that's true.
The Legion
I mean,
destroyed a Hellborn tower.
Kraken had a few misplays in some very important team fights. In the end, I don't think it would have mattered that much in the outcome of this game. It looked like Legion had a pretty good handle of the game throughout.
Just by looking at draft, it was pretty much lost for Hamel. Sadly. It pretty much had the worst first and last picks. I don't know.
Alright, so that's game 2, and the series is tied 1-1, which means we get to go to a game 3. So I'll be turning the stream dark for a second, just so I don't do any spoilers on the replay, and we'll be right back with game 3.